So here is the second step to the whole system here. And this is while you're trying to trade, what you want to see, what you want to try to avoid, all that good stuff. So here today was actually a perfect example off of the same list that we used actually for the step 1 part of this little system here. But as you can see on the 5 minute, I'm on the 5 minute. I'll also show you exactly what you can see on the 1 minute for anyone who's really antsy to look at the 1 minute. But the 5 minute is the most preferred time frame to use for this system. But so here on BAC, we have our level that we set off the list this morning that you saw from step 1. And we have a breaking candle, as you have rising volume. So right here, one of these, top of this candle, bottom of this candle, perfect entry as it gets in, and then you trust that you're in. Okay, so that's a strong confident entry. I say 40 to 80%, but that's really good that you have rising volume. Rising volume is always a good thing to see, and you can see that, by the way, by clicking settings, going to appearance, and going to color as symbol ticks. It's this one. But that's all I use for volume. So after you have that, would be, you have your entry, and then you want to worry about a take profit zone. This is where I always say don't be greedy, because 20 to 30% is a really good trade. If you do that once a day, every single day, imagine how much money you'd be making for, you know, a month. If your goal is $100 a day, you would have easily made that. You get a couple contracts, you let it go up, you make 20-30%, you get out, bam. You don't even need to trade the rest of the day or use the rest of your buying power. You just made a good trade. You need to just go chill, reset. You just did that's a very solid trade. You know, you don't need to be worried about anything as a beginner. As the more you progress, you could start, you know, doing 2 trades a day, 3 trades a day, but you really want to wait and be patient. This is something that'll teach you a lot of patience. You want to worry about the long haul down the road. You know, you want to survive. And then even as you can see over here, actually, we even got our 80% entry, which came down, hit, and what do you know? Kind of have similar volume here, but then on the transitioning candle, which would be from here to here, the bounce, you have rising volume, showing you buyers have control. And a lot of people freak out when they see red volume or red candle. You guys have to think, you know, if there's a rise, there's going to be some sellers or take profit kind of guys there. So you want to confirm, is it sellers taking control or is it guys just continuing? These guys are taking profit, and you can confirm that because you had rising volume, but the very next candle was overtaking this 5-minute candle. So buyers are still in control. To confirm continuation of that, you had another rising volume. So there you go. You had an even better play off of the second entry, the 80% entry, which at that point, I almost say that's 100% confirmation because you have rising volume, the 80% retest, you have all that good stuff. So that was a really good thing to see on the 5-minute. We can go to the 1 minute and break that down again. Just for anyone who just really likes using the 1 minute. But even on here, you have rising volume. So let's see on the transition candle. So actually here you don't have rising volume. That's why I really like the 5 minute. It's just way better of a picture. Your entry was way later because your rising volume didn't pop up till here. We were already in on the 5-minute count on one of these two. On this one, you wouldn't have been until here or here because you want to be super sure. On the 80% entry, you did have rising volume, very small. But again, I really do like that 5-minute. And if you wanted to be able to tell continuation, you could have also drawn this line, because that was where the high was of the last movement. So if you saw rising volume past this level, you know that it's going to be a bullish movement up. Whatever it stops at, you want to mark that again. If it breaks it right here again, it's going to be another continuation up. But that was a really good example just on how to use that. Over here on Beyond, let's just review this one real quick, just for the sake of it, using the same levels off of the step 1 video. Okay, I already have that set. So let's see. Right here, we're looking for entry. What gave us good confirmation? Let's go look at volume. Very first thing, rising volume, bam. That's super strong. That's giving you bullish entry. Now, that is just 40%. When you get to the 80% entry, you're waiting for that retest. You're waiting to see if this level ever gets tested again. And if it does, you wanted to see a rise in volume yet again to show you continuated buyer control. Bam. Buyer control. How do you confirm continuation of buyer control? You check if it breaks that other high. It broke that high. Tested it. Kept going. And it didn't finally push up, which took a lot of patience. But once it finally did hold support, because it never broke below that again, it did have rising volume over here. So you never have any confirmation of anyone taking or losing control all the way right here. You just see buyers are still above us, above the support, and that the buyers have the chance to take it higher. You don't have any information yet. Bam. This happens. You have volume going up. You have volume going up, giving you better confirmation that's going to continue up. That's doing it right now again. If it holds like this, or even better, this level, one of those two levels, and you have it, the candle sitting on this, and you have more rising volume again, which you might get again, then this price will move even higher and retake the 151, 152 range. So that's just another good little example there on how to use the list. But you always want to check that volume. Volume is very important. Here we are again on BA. I think this is the last one I'll do for the step 2 video. But let's go over the entries. All levels from the video, the step 1. So it broke here a bunch of times, but you kind of had rising volume, but you never had candles take over. So here we go. This is a good example. So you saw this, right? You saw this break above, and you didn't really know if you wanted to stay in or exit. Let's just say you got in. Whoa, what did I even just do? Turn that all off. Okay, let's try that again. So you saw it break above. You know, you want to get in your calls, but you want to confirm. You didn't have rising volume here. You had dropping volume, so you didn't get in there. Let's see right here. Dropping volume again. You had rising volume here, so one of these two would have been a horrible fake out. Candle retook over. It never drops though, so you would have never been too scared. Let's see it take that level. When it does finally take that level, what do you know? Rising volume. So you had two fake outs here. One there and one there. And then, or no, sorry. Those weren't fake outs. Those were easy dodge. You could easily have dodged those entries. This entry would have been the hard one to fake out. But it never did re-break this level. So that gave you a good little extra confirmation that it was kind of It wasn't really, didn't really have a whole lot of oomph to it. Rejected, comebacks up, breaks the level again. Finally breaks this, and has rising volume. You got 3 checks there, so you can get in. That's your 40% entry. Here on the same level, your 80% entry comes into play, just like that. And this is me adjusting. Sometimes you have to adjust like this. You know, you don't just focus on just this line. Things are going to change. These candles are going to go to a better spot, just like you saw me point out. And it just pushes up for a better, more one-directional play. And even hit our other target that we marked on the hourly. We marked this one on the hourly before we even did this. And that was all on the step 1 video. But just take all that into consideration when you're looking through your plays, when you're looking to make a play. You know, and look, I don't have any indicators on. Another thing I like is middle VWAP that you can use. This gives you good confirmation as well to stay in a trade, just like that. And look, it happens to go through here. Another good indicator that goes really well with this is Ichimoku Cloud. I know that's covered on this guide. Dylan covers that. That's really good with these breakout levels. Gives you another little confirmation. I know some dudes who use average lines, but middle VWAP's my favorite. Second favorite would definitely be Ichimoku Cloud. But there's a lot of indicators you can use with this. ATR, MACD, RSI. There's a lot of really good momentum indicators that go with this.